Okay, so getting back into our coverage over the Immortal X-Men, because we are still playing a little bit of catch up with all of the Destiny of X books, we do pick up with Immortal X-Men number 8. Now remember that each issue of Immortal X-Men focuses on a specific person from the Quiet Council to learn their origin story. Well, that was the case until this one, because this one really focuses on Mystique, Destiny, and of course Mr. Sinister. Really, it's more of Mr. Sinister are beginning the process of laying out his origin, but giving us some more information about the early life of Mystique and Destiny. The reason why I'm saying the early life of those specific two characters is because these characters have been in love for a very long time, and this book really shows how long. So we start off in the year 1943 in New Mexico, where we pick up with Mystique breaking into what seems to be a military base or a military laboratory base. Now, the reason why is because she wants to see what Destiny is up to in this particular place. Because when it comes to Destiny, even though she can see possible futures, she doesn't truly tell Mystique everything she sees. Although Mystique kind of likes that because it adds a mystery to Destiny. She still wants to know why the woman she loves is currently working at this facility that is currently testing on mutant children. What is the goal of this place? Now, once she's able to find Destiny inside of this facility, you have Destiny explain everything to Mystique about the idea that she has been working with someone known as Dr. Milbury, but their first name is Nathaniel. Of course, she is talking about Mr. Sinister, but while we are seeing this flashback, Mystique is talking in a way where she is stating that Destiny was working on the mutant race, achieving Krakoa all the way back then. But the reason why she's allowing Sinister to work on these children is to achieve that goal and more. So even though she hates working with the man and his projects are horrible, she realized that she does not have a choice here if it is going to help the mutant race strive. But apparently Mystique hints at the idea that they have met Sinister a long time ago, except he died. And so she is wondering how he came back to life, but Destiny knows how. So we jump back over to the year 1895, where we learn that Mystique and Destiny knew each other way back then, and that in the main Marvel universe, Sherlock Holmes was actually Mystique in disguise. Now, when it comes to Destiny, she wants to know why in the world her and Mystique are going out so late at night, because she wants to hunt down a murderer. Apparently, in East London, there were random attacks of people dying, except no clues to figure out who was behind it. But one person did survive, and that would be Nathaniel Essex, of course being Mr. Sinister. So explains this is going to be their first moment meeting him. When it comes to their first meeting, he's going by the name Nathaniel Milbury, and he was a married man until his wife died. Now, when they meet him, he doesn't look like himself in the present day, less vampire-like. Instead, he looks like a man that was drained by one, who of course needs some help. But they are coming here to talk about who attacked him and how he survived, except he keeps going on about his studies on the Essex gene to show us the X gene is named after him, and he has been trying to get a better understanding of it. Now, the problem is the man is dying, and he feels worried about the idea of not being able to finish this experiment in time, hoping to achieve a way to live longer to finish this. Unfortunately, our ladies leave with no idea on who attacked him because he says he does not remember. The following day, you have Mystique use her powers to appear as a helpless woman to bring out the killer, except her plan does help her find the killer, just not the way she was planning on finding him. Because when she hears a scream, she goes over to where the screams came from, only to find Mr. Sinister in his true form, killing a man. Now he does run away, and Mystique has no idea the true identity of Mr. Sinister. But when she follows him, well, he heads over to the Milbury house, and that tells Mystique that it is Mr. Sinister, or really Mr. Milbury. Once you have Destiny and Mystique go in, well, they get their confirmation that Nathaniel is actually Mr. Sinister, or the creature that has been killing people in East London. This is where he explains that he was altered by an Egyptian man, leaving us to believe that he is talking about Apocalypse. That Apocalypse may have changed him into a mutant. But without the man being around to govern him, his other self, the passion of his other self is getting out of control to the point where he is going out there killing people for the joy of it, but to also study people or study people with the X gene. He believes this all ties back into the idea of the X gene. Now he begins to talk about a bunch of different things, but he's also drawing a rhombus on the whiteboard, the same symbol we see on his head in the present day. Now Destiny and Mystique show him that they are just like him, carrying the X gene, but Destiny knocks him out. She believes the man is a crazy man and he needs some help. Now Destiny knows the future for the most part and knows that she has to work beside him, but she believes he needs mental help first until he is able to help her, and so they lock him away until his mind is healed or he dies in that place. Except right after they leave, later on that night, someone comes in and kills him and leave us wondering who had done it. When the ladies come back, they find his dead body, wondering the same thing as well. What Destiny doesn't tell Mystique after finding the dead body of Mr. Sinister is that in his notes, he talks about a hidden laboratory back at his place. Him talking about achieving so many great things that if anyone read it back then, they would think he is crazy and try to have him locked up, except she knows there is something important about those notes. She goes back to the house to investigate, to find out that he had made 4 clones, which one of them is our Mr. Sinister. And we have seen the others in the X-Men books recently, but this is only the beginning of his origin. And this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. But guys, see y'all next time. Later.